So the first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a digital multimeter. This is going to be able to test the voltage on your battery here. And the digital ones are definitely going to be a little better than the analog ones. It's going to tell you exactly the number that you're looking for with decimal points and everything. If you get an analog one, it's just going to have a needle on it, and it's kind of hard to tell the difference between some of these smaller numbers that we're going to be working with today. So if you are interested in getting a digital one, I'll put a link in the description below if you're looking at getting one. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, once you get your digital multimeter, is to turn it to volts here, DC volts. And this is that symbol there for DC volts. And we're going to put it at 20 because everything we're going to be working with today is going to be under 20 volts. If you don't have the 220, 200, 300 like I do here, just set it to DC volts. So once you get it on the DC volts, you're going to grab your two prongs here. Red is always your positive and black is always your negative. So what you're going to want to do is go to your battery here, and there's probably going to be a cover, a red cover over your positive terminal, and then your negative terminal is usually just bare. So just remove your cover there and place your red terminal on the red terminal on the battery and the black one on the negative there. And as you can see there, we got a reading of about, 12.38. So that's pretty much where you want to be at just with your battery in the off stage. If your vehicle is sitting for a little while, that's just going to be kind of the resting battery voltage there. So you want it to be between about 12.2 and 12.6. So that's perfect. So if you have anything that's below like 12.2, I would just suggest charging it and then checking it again. And if it doesn't stay charged, then you probably will need to look at getting a new battery. So now what we're going to do is we're going to write down that number, so 12.39, and then we're going to attach these prongs to our battery here, and we're actually going to start the vehicle. So what we're going to see is this is actually the number, the 12.3, the 12.39 is going to drop, and it should drop about 1 to 1.5 volts because of the load from starting the vehicle. So that's going to drop it a little bit, and if it goes below 10, that's usually a bad sign for your battery, and you might need to look at getting a newer one. But then it will jump back up to around about 14. So it'll be about 14 to 14.7. And that means your battery is getting charged by your alternator. So it's also another good way to see if your alternator is working. So let's get these attached and we'll start the truck. So as you can see there, once I started it, it dropped a little bit, and now it's resting at about 14.8, which is a little above the 14.7, but it's still within the range of being good. So now we're just gonna let it run for a little bit, and I'll shut it off, and we'll see the number drop back down, and it should be above that 12.3, 12.39 that we had before with the battery, or with the vehicle being off, and that'll show you that the alternator is charging the battery. So now that we have the vehicle off, you can see it's sitting at 12.79. It'll go down a little bit while we're watching it. But so that's kind of where it's resting at now. And before, if you remember, it was sitting at 12.39. So that means it's a little higher. That means the alternator is charging the battery while the vehicle is running, which is a good thing. And also, when you have the vehicle on and it's lower than 14, that's probably a pretty good indication that your battery is going bad. So you might have to look at getting a new battery as well. Hope you guys liked this video. If you found it helpful, make sure to give me a like and make sure to subscribe for more videos coming soon. See you guys.